pretty much guess what's already going on or what's happening or something to that effect. But yeah, that's my jack sliding around back there. But yeah, today is very strange weather-wise. I've been up since dark 30 this morning. This morning was 32 degrees. Right now, I got in my truck to move it. I'm gonna tell you what temperature it says that it's supposed to be outside. It's supposed to be 54. My truck says 72. It feels like 80 degrees in here. I don't know whether to make this a vlog for health, for outdoor working or what, but right now I'm just hot, and I owed y'all a video from yesterday because I said I was going to make another video today on my live. But right now I'm just moving around. I had a customer cancel their job, which, you know, within itself is frustrating because I'm going to move that jack because it keeps sliding back and forth. I don't want to tear the tailgate or beat a hole in the back of the truck. But anyway, well, damn, dude, come on, big dog. So either way, yeah, that was interesting. But either way, had a job to do this morning that was scheduled. Wasn't a big job, you know, in my opinion, but it was enough. And what I hate is when I try to confirm all of my appointments and then the day of, my customer don't answer the phone or they don't respond to text until an hour later. How you think I'm the wrong number or a scammer if you saved the phone number? That tells me you're not really interested or you can't really afford what I charge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's right after Christmas. Everybody's trying to file taxes and whatever. That's fine. But don't have me hanging, waiting on you when I had to babysit you to figure out why you're not calling. And, you know, to me, that's a problem. I could be doing something else with that time. Because that puts me in a position to where I can get that appointment time to somebody else. But I'm waiting on you because you're so adamant about having that particular time that you feel that you don't have to tell me that you got something going on or you changed your mind or whatever. I mean, I'm not that hard to get along with as far as changing appointments and stuff. Just let me know in a timely manner. Because nobody wants to be waiting on somebody that's not interested in your service. That's like, I had a live a few days ago where I was talking about time, you know, time being valuable. Time is valuable. If I start taking payments before I pull up just for my pull-up fee, and then this market is non-refundable again, I am the problem. But it's gonna guarantee you're gonna take that time slot. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that again, because what this is doing right now is causing me to lose time. It's causing me to lose space, because I'm adjusting my time schedule for you, and for you to not say anything or call back, I don't know, an hour after your scheduled time, you can't be mad at me because I followed through on my part. But if I had to drove out there and you weren't there or you didn't come to the door, I look crazy. I waste fuel. I waste time. The fuel is not an issue. It's just the time that you can't get back. The time I'm using to drive from the other customer's house to your house or it could be from my house, depending on if I had all my stuff loaded on a truck going from point A to point B. That is, I'm not going to say it's painful, but it's bothersome because, I don't know. You can kind of tell where this conversation is going. It's not the new customers. Well, it's not the old customers, but it's the new customers. And my day one customers and my older customers, they know how I operate. I'm very punctual with time. I don't play by time. So if I say I'm going to be there at 3 o'clock a.m., I will be there at 2:59 a.m. So it's not like I do a grace of 5 to 10 minutes. I'm there at the time that I say I'm going to be there, if not earlier. In theory, if your car is broke, you're going to be there anyway. In theory, unless you leave with somebody or you work at whatever on different schedules. But now I'm going to my next job because I'm not going to sit around and wait for anybody. Oh, I'll be there in about 30 minutes. No. Your time slot is gone because you're not the only one that needs my services. Simple as that. So why am I going to wait around and waste my time to appease you when you should have already been there? If you weren't going to be there, you should have called and rescheduled. Now I understand. Well, I've always understood why some people be upset about people who don't keep their schedule. Me personally, the car's still over there. Me personally, when I make my appointments to go to doctors or whatever I got going on, I'm trying my daggone best to be early. If not, I'm gonna call, hey, I'm gonna be running late. Give me a heads up, something. That's all I ask. That's that courtesy. That's all it is. Just a simple courtesy. But right now, I'm heading to my other job. Today, this one isn't so bad. It's replacing a brake line on an OBS Chevy. And that term has taken off over the last few years. OBS, basically original body style. That's cool, but I'm not gonna get into that in this video. But what happened with it? I was working on it yesterday, and the brake line on it collapsed from sitting. It's been over a year, and the brake fluid is black. It's real black, so it created a bunch of stuff. Hey, what's going on, everybody? King of Play, what is that? King Plays. What's going on? Aiden Diaz. What's going on? Where y'all coming in from? Yeah, just venting a little bit before I go to this next job. I had a customer that decided they didn't want me to come, either because they didn't have the money or they weren't there. And like I said earlier, it goes back to the importance of, just common courtesy. It doesn't take much to say, hey, I'm not going to be here, or I got this going on, or I'm running late. I don't chase anybody for the simple fact that people have problems, things come up, things happen. I'm not going to blacklist you unless you decide you don't want to pay me, which I've done before. That was an interesting story. I'll tell this story when I'm on the way to this other job. So, this was about 10 years ago. Yeah, about 10 years ago. Guy wanted me to work on this BMW 3 Series. Still remember the guy's name, remember his face, remember where he lives. So, he calls me, tells me, hey, my car ran hot, blah, blah, blah. What do I need to buy? And I'm like, oh, hold up. I can't tell you what to buy until I see the car, or kind of give you an estimate of about what's going on. So I sent another guy to go look at the car. Another guy told me, he did the estimate and everything. He gave the customer what was wrong, what needed to be replaced, what needed to be repaired, so far. So the guy I sent didn't want to do it, which I kind of figured out later why he didn't want to do it. So wrote him out a list of what everything was, gave him an estimate. It was like, cool, when can he do? Set him on the schedule, got ready to do his job, got ready to do his car rather. He wanted to buy the parts itself, which was cool. And if you ever worked on a 03, 04 BMW with the clutch fans and older, those things are a pain in the butt to get off. You'll fight with that thing for hours, and especially with the water pump being broke, it made it that much worse. So I ended up taking the water pump off with the clutch fan connected to it to take it out to try to remove it, because it wasn't holding on to anything anyway, and it wasn't gonna, be cooperative at all, which it wasn't. It was not at all. It was a pain in the butt. Let me tell you, when I finally got it off, I managed to save everything. Didn't tear the fan up or anything. But the biggest thing that came of it, the water pump was literally just flopping around. And in the process of that, the guy didn't write an estimate including the radiator. In most cases like that, the way he was driving, it was flopping around, it hit the radiator, and right where the fan hit the radiator, it was leaking out when I put everything back together. So bleeding the system and everything, and next thing you know, got the coolant in. I always run the water before I put the coolant in. So flushed everything out, put the coolant in. Well, I didn't put the coolant in, put water in. So I looked, I'm like, there's water shooting out. And the customer was like, I didn't know I need to get a radiator. You tore my radiator up. I'm like, no, I didn't tear your radiator up. Your fan and you tore your radiator up. No. You owe me a radiator. So I'm thinking to myself, this dude don't have the money to pay me. And that's what it turned out to be. So he was looking for anything and everything to keep from paying me. This radiator cost $150. So of course, it's on the weekend. I told him I need to put it on my insurance. And I had to let my insurance company know what's going on. But it won't be until Monday until I can make that happen. He's like, no, I need it today. I need it now, blah, 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 blah. And I said, you know what? If I forego that and just do the job and just replace the radiator, because I know for a fact the radiator did do the damage to, well, the coolant fan did the damage to the radiator. I know for a fact that's what happened. No, you can't say that. Yes, I can. I've been doing this for a day or two now. I think I know how physics and all of that stuff work. And, this dude is literally wanting to fight me. And he's like, I'm going to take you to the Better Business Bureau. I don't care. I know what I'm doing. And the point was, he didn't want to pay. So he figured, I'm going to get out of paying for this one way or the other. And by the time everything was said and done, I was just frustrated. I just bought him a new radiator and was like, you know what? Here you go. Well, my car didn't sound like this before you got here. Well, guess what? I didn't even touch that part of the car for it to sound like anything. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to have a good day and never call me. Well, I'm going to report you to Better Business Bureau. I don't care. Report me. Because at the end of the day, just admit you had a job done for free. And cool. You got over. Take that with a grain of salt. Keep moving. And after that incident happened, he had another issue at his car. And he couldn't get anybody else to come look at his car. And I was like, well, you kind of brought it on yourself, dude. He tried to call me a few times after I found out, a few months after. His mom and sister was calling. It was like, you messed up his car. I said, no, I didn't. How can I mess up his car? His car was already messed up. He didn't want to pay. You know, tell the truth, shame. You know, shame. Shame the devil. But truth of the matter, he didn't want to pay. So I'm not going to put myself in a position to be robbed by anybody. You know, I work too hard, you know, taking care of people. I've been in situations where I've been robbed without a gun like that before. And I'm not going to subject myself to do that to anybody or do it to anybody. So it's just, you live and you learn. I guess I'm about to get me something to eat. For some of y'all that follow me, this place might look familiar to you. It's the little taco truck they have set up here in town, Huey Town. So if I get something heavy, I'll be asleep on this next job. That won't be good at all. But let me go ahead and make this order. Where is my wallet? Found everything but my wallet in here. 10 millimeter. Not even joking. Brand new 10 millimeter wrench. Oh well. So I gotta get something to eat. Hey, what's going on, man? Let me get a steak burrito. See.
With everything?
See.
What else? Is it?
That's it.
$10, please.
Pulling out my stripper bunny. All right. Get all my stripper ones. me charge my phone up while I'm thinking about it. I guess I can do some Q&A while I'm waiting on my food to get done. Let's see. Where'd it go? Okay. Okay. Where's the little Q&A thing? I don't know. Is it a filter? No, it's the sun shining in through the windshield. That looks crazy. But yeah, they got a bunch of little food trucks out here. Got that one right there. Then we got that one. And we got that one. I've yet to try that one or the subs and grub. But there's another little food truck that I usually go to as well. I haven't been there and it's been a couple of months. Because normally what they do pop-ups. And I subscribe to their Facebook and the text message. So what usually happens is when they do a pop-up, they just send out a text message throughout the day. And it's not every day that they do pop-ups because I guess they had to redo all of their stuff throughout the week. Or one day out of the week they had to redo all their stuff, reload, reset. Gotta have my tools on the back. But yeah, I usually do little stuff like that. I don't try to eat a lot of fast food, especially doing stuff like this, because McDonald's, I can't. There's certain things I'll get from McDonald's, but to be honest with you, I don't think any fast food is good, especially when you work like I work. A lot of people say it's fast, it's quick. Not taking away from that, but sometimes it's not good for you. And then you got people that say, well, fast food is bad for you anyway. Last I checked, there's not a lot of good food that's good anymore, simply because it's overly processed. And then you think you're getting something good and it's not really good. And then you're stuck with something that's gonna sit on your stomach for like 2-3 days. And then what? Then you have people that say, oh, you should eat healthier. Yeah, that might be true. But at the same time, it's hard to tell what is healthy anymore. If you're not watching the food being made or not watching the food being grown or watching the whole process of it, it's hard to tell anyway. But all we can do now is just take care of each other as much as we can. And just, try to do right by each other. I might end up doing another YouTube channel as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to see how stuff pan out because I got people that want to do stuff with me. And This particular channel won't involve like a lot of videos with work and stuff in it. It'll just be like, what's a good way to say it? Well, it's not going to be a spiritual type channel, but it'll just help you. Well, you might consider it spiritual, but it'll be something to just help people mentally deal with stuff in life. And a lot of us need it right now. We look at things for positive reinforcement or just positive attributes all together. And it's not a lot of it. Well, it is, but it's not. A lot of this stuff is scripted. A lot of it is just set up on who can we draw in, who can we get for this, what we can do for this type stuff. It's just for numbers. It's not real life stuff. Stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. Why this lady just parked right in front of me? That's not good. But it is what it is. I know I said a lot of times before, I'm working on a lot of different stuff. A lot of stuff I don't post. I tell you, I have, this phone by itself has about 40 videos, give or take, of stuff that I've done. And I've actually lost some footage during the editing process with this phone. Hold on a second. All right. Yes. Hi. Gracias. But yeah, just a lot. Just a lot. But I'm not gonna bore y'all with that on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short today. I think a lot of people coming in on it, but it's all good. I guess everybody's working or doing something else. I'm gonna try, I'll probably do another video tomorrow. I don't know what time though, but it'll come out when it come out. But oh, there's where it went. Like, share, subscribe, continue to comment, continue to wait on videos to drop. I got them, I just got to post them. I'm working between 3 channels right now. So I got to keep something fresh for you. I got a lot of stuff. A lot of. Until whenever I come back home, peace.